I was going to come on here and talk about something completely different, but as I was taking the time to get ready and actually adorn myself, it kind of came to me that this is what I should speak on, because I feel like one of the things that's really, I don't know if deprived is the right word, but something that that's kind of like a dying culture, I guess I would say, is individuality when it comes to how we express ourselves. I feel like so many things that are pushed as being a trend or popular forces people into these boxes that basically says you are not valuable, or you are not important unless you have this or unless you have that. But what we don't really understand is what makes us so unique and so special is how we express ourselves individually out into the world. And hence, this is me. That's how I express myself. I tie things, I modify things in the craziest, strangest ways sometimes. You know, I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for what fits for me in my expression. And I really would love to see more people expressing themselves and allowing the world to see what beauty they can make from their own eyes. It's not about what it means to the rest of the world, because I'm telling you, I dress like this daily. This is truthfully me. I take the time to do these things. Now, not all the time, of course. All the time, you know, sometimes I just want to throw on some pants and a shirt, call it a day. I get it. But sometimes, like, just making grocery trips, I do this on purpose, because one, I take clothing as a way to protect yourself. What you wear, the heart center, the root, for the red, like, it all matters. It all blends. All of it is like for a reason, and it's on purpose. So that's one, is like just a form of protection. And then the other part is really just to kind of say fuck the system. Like, to be completely honest with you, fuck the system. They want us to conform. They want us to all be like one another. They want us to just kind of be blindly following these trends. And even if it comes down to, when you think of popularity, when you think of what the root of those things are, like, you can trace this back to Gucci and Michael Kors and all those things. They don't even like people that look like me, that look like you. They don't care about us. So I think it's important that you own what you wear, and I mean that quite literally. You know, take the time to figure out your body. That's another thing too, is like, I feel like so many of these clothes in these stores are built for a specific type of body. And so I believe, in a sense, they're kind of doing it on purpose, like to make you insecure. So like, let's say that you go and you have these high-waisted pants, right? And these high-waisted pants make you look really flat in this area. Now all of a sudden they're selling these pads that, you know, you can put on to give you the right kind of curves and all of those things. And I feel like all of it is kind of like a tactic, when really, if you just spend the time to tie and accessorize like to your body, and tie and accessorize like what fits for you, then you will start to see that, like, you really have to create your own. And also, I feel like this is such a unique way to really get in tune and in touch with your body and with your being, because like, you're taking the time to adorn yourself. You're looking at your features, what works for me, what doesn't work for me, what fits, what doesn't fit. And this is cool, this looks good, but this is not how I'm feeling today. And I think that's so important. And one of the reasons why I feel like I do any of this is to teach people to come back to the basics. The basics. I hear so many people saying that they struggle to connect with themselves, with their spirit, with the Most High, with their spiritual team. And I want to let you know, it's in the simple things that you do. And also, please understand that we're a reflection of the Creator, right? So that quite literally means that our body and our temple that the Most High has gifted us to navigate through this physical realm is literally a reflection of the source energy. So literally the highest service, one of the highest service that you can give back to the Most High or your spiritual team is by taking care of your body, by loving on this physical vessel that contains your spirit and your soul, and express yourself and be free. And I feel like for me, I'm speaking also from my personal experiences throughout life. I wasn't always this way. I used to literally be mortified to express myself. I used to be so fearful of being perceived a certain way, or I used to be so fearful that other people wouldn't like how I did this or how I did that. And once I started to really heal and really elevate within myself, I started to realize, like, you know, from an early age, and my best friend is like this too, I'm so grateful, Naima, like, I think she was the first person that really inspired me, because I would see her tying all these fabrics and wearing these clothes, and I think, like, one, she inspired me, but also I saw how people perceived her based upon that. So through my best friend, I was seeing how the world at some points would judge her or ridicule her, especially as women having a certain body type, being overly sexualized, all of these things. So I feel like you know, she was my first inspiration, and also she was my first, like, look into how the world perceives you. And you know what? She's always been a badass. Like, her being perceived, like, you know, like, I think of, like, her being a younger woman, and her mom and her dad did not take no shit from anybody trying to throw shady shit at her. But, like, for being a young woman and still choosing to wake up no matter what anybody says and express yourself how you feel, that's badass. Like, I just overall, I just think that that's great. And that's, you know, I'm just constantly inspired by the people that I'm around. And I hope that for me, expressing myself and being myself and doing things not to stick, like, you know, to you know, conform in a sense and kind of stand out. I love it. And not because of the attention I get from it. It's a pride within myself that I'm able to express when I felt so suppressed, when I felt that for years I couldn't express myself and be who I wanted to be and act how I wanted to act and talk how I wanted to talk. It's like I take immense pride in how I present myself to the outside world, whether it be with my words, with my clothing, with anything. And so I just hope that this inspires you to step outside the box, do something different, act how you want to act, wear what you want to wear, be how you want to be, and the right community and the right people will hold the space for you. But yeah, just and also just the way of spirit says, fuck the system. Spirit says, you know, do your own thing. And I just hope that y'all listen.